Dear friends, good morning. I hope you're having a brisk Monday. If not yet, let's do some morning exercise and get charged for the rest of the week. Good morning once more. My name is Galia. I'm the leader of Human Relations team, and this morning I'll be telling you about our plan 100 plus 100. What it is, why it matters, why it's a challenge for us, and what can you do about it. So let's roll. And for a start, a few words about our human relations team. We are in charge of people in our company. We're in charge of the human experience that they're having down their journey from the moment they've only found out about the opportunity to work in Dodo throughout the entire engagement, adaptation, and living in our company. In the beginning of the year, we have all embraced the 3-3-3 plan, meaning that during a year, we're going to develop 3 of our brands. We're going to enhance our positions in Eurasia. We're going to broaden the franchise internationally. We're going to scale up our startups, Drink It and Donor. And we need to get to EBITDA of $30 million. And of course, we're going to do the IPO. Having that plan in mind, we have actually determined the 3 focal points for human relations team for 2021. 3 goals. We're going to attract talents quickly and effectively. We want to make the working conditions in our company competitive so that everybody wants to work in Dodo. We want to make our processes transparent so that anyone can tell that Dodo is the best place to work. And also we want to create development tools for you so that you could achieve better results. But in the middle of the year, after the planning cycle, many teams have realized that if they want to make this leap, this breakthrough in the upcoming 3 years with their products, they need to enhance a lot of teams, a lot of positions, and we have realized that right away we need to invest into the team and hire 100 more developers to Dodo Engineering and almost another 100 of employees to the remaining branches of the company. And also, it's not that we are going to do this in the upcoming years, but in the upcoming 6 months. That turned out to be a huge challenge for our company, and I will tell you why. First of all, we have never hired so massively and so aggressively. If we take a look at the amount of new people in a company, here is the growth in sheer numbers. I mean, we've been hiring of about 100, maybe more talents. And now when we need to hire 200 in 6 months, we're just straightforward not ready for that. Neither in terms of processes nor in terms of just the capacities of the team. And we have realized that the second complication is that it's not enough just to hire new people. Hiring is easy, but we need to do the onboarding. We need to kind of get them into the company, introduce them. Also, if we take a big team, in big team, people need to grow. People need to communicate because a lot of people work remotely. We need to educate employees. We need to create a decent workspace for the team where it can come together. We need to, of course, improve the salary and benefits system. And in the meantime, bear in mind that we have just organic turnaround in the company, that some people will leave, some people will go on vacation, some people will need to be swapped because somebody leaves or moves to a different branch of the company. Of course, all of that is a ton of work, but that's not a single complication. Of course, there's everything happening outside in the market, and that is a perfect storm which we are in. Of course, our competition is quite awesome. Good companies with impressive product, exciting mission, interesting tasks. Those companies are also hiring actively. And they're trying to make lean and flexible and agile processes with a ton of benefits for the team. And those things that used to be our competitive advantages a couple of years ago now are a must-have for any decent business. Second part of the outside market is something that's happening in the labor market. After the pandemic, we're not the single ones who believe that we should hire more. companies now are going digital. They're digitizing the client's experience. They are reinventing even the offline experience, and that requires a lot of people, a lot of employees to different companies. And also, lots of talents after the pandemic have reconsidered this idea of remote working. They are reconsidering their experience and they're not super determined to go and look for something new. And there are many additional factors that make an impact in hiring, but still there is a disbalance between the supply of the talents and the demand. Because obviously, at the moment, the demand for talent is stronger than supply, and that provokes very aggressive hunting for talent. There's another condition which we're not ready to reject. We're not going to lower the bar to our candidates, neither in terms of their value profile nor in terms of their skills. So, having taken a look at that perfect storm, our recruitment leaders, Yulia and Delgira, together with DevRel team, together with global HR, they have put together a 100 plus 100 plan. And now that plan is being actively implemented. So, what is the plan? An awesome pick. It says, the manual says, so you have decided to become a pilot. Well, first of all, we needed to enhance our recruiting team so that we would conclude the process. We have still one more job opening for leading recruiter, and then the team will be full. Because if we need to hire more, we need more people who will be hiring, who will be doing the hiring. The second point of our plan is to use all of the tools that we have. First and foremost, we decided to move to a new digital venue to automate our recruitment. We're moving to HandFlow, and that turned out to be more complex than we expected. That actually demanded a lot of effort and time, but in the long term, that will help us to make the speed and the quality of our hiring better. We're now working with 6 agencies, 3 in IT and 3 in business, so that they are helping us to cover our backlog of job openings. Also, IT team is looking for the ways to outsource some of the tasks. In addition to that, our branding team, our IT brand team, our PR teams are helping a lot. They're helping our employees to participate in the best industrial conferences, write white papers and articles, enhance personal brands on the social networks. And thanks to that, we get more referrals. More people know about our company so that we can actually engage better talent to our business. We're super happy that hiring managers are actively participating. Other teams are ready to help, such as SMM team. They're helping us with social network targeting of our brands. It's so good that all of you guys are so engaged in getting better people to our company. And as I have shown on one of the slides, it's not enough to just hire people. Onboarding is exceptionally important. So People Process Lead of IT team is now enhancing the onboarding system so that we could truly immerse the new employees into the team. Alona and Farina and the team, together with so many managers with the team, put together our new smashing office in Moscow, and next week we're going to open an office in St. Petersburg. So here are our first results for the 2 months. As a matter of fact, we've hired 47 new people, new talents. That seems to be a decent result, but we have 4 more months coming, and most of the backlog, some unplanned changes, will need to be covered. So we do realize that we need to invest even more effort, put in even more ideas to continue achieving the goal. In addition to all of these tools, there's also the magic crystal ball. I mean, this is a very, very reliable source of candidates. I mean, your referrals. We know that people trust people much more than any pretty landing pages with descriptions of jobs. And we do have a confirmation for that. If we take a look at the previous periods of our backlog coverage, we can observe that 20 to 30% of our backlogs were covered thanks to your referrals. Why referrals are good? Because you recommend, more often than not, those people who already share our values and approaches. Those people get on board very quickly. They quickly get immersed into the job and achieve results. We do realize that we do not have some tremendous bonuses for referrals. We don't, but Dasha Maligina in the end of September is going to present the new referral program, and those of you who make references will get a donut. I will not tell you what sort of donut, but you are going to get it. Well, in the meantime, for every single one of you could invest a part of you into a 100 plus 100 plan, we'll be doing the publications and releases for you so that you will be able to distribute them on social networks. We will be sharing the job openings so that you could also recommend some people, some candidates, and maybe one of the openings is just your dream job. And you will also, you'll get interviewed for that as well. And of course, we'll be sharing updates on a regular basis about how we are achieving 100 plus 100 plan. And in Q4, Delia and Yulia will probably do a powerful weekly presentation going into detail of this complex case firsthand. Well, therefore, I would have to conclude, as far as I know, there's the awesome video coming right after me about IT vernacular, so that we could all speak the same IT language. Let's see. Russian to IT dictionary. These guys are figuring this out, and these guys are explaining. So bug is when you have an error, and feature is something new that you've just launched in the system. I mean, bug is some kind of failure, a violation, and feature is the add-on, a donut, a plus. Bug is some sort of problem, an error, and feature is kind of a twist, kind of cool new thing. Bug is when, oops, something happened here. In the development of feature is something that fixes the bug. Bug is the feature that you did not intend to have. Feature is something to expect, and then bug is what you actually got. Bug is the undocumented behavior of a software. Debugging, writing a code, bugging, debugging, maybe it's like homage, debug, debugging, bug, debug, so removing bugs. I get it. I know what's a debug. Maybe it's like debate? Something within a system when there is a contradiction, two things fighting, disputing, leading to one consensus, but technical. It's like, for example, a person writes a script for a movie and checks it down the scenario. It's like a proofread of a scenario with the actors. And the scriptwriter is checking it with the actors, seeing how the script works. Debugging is pretty much the same, so that you check that all of the phrases in the script are coherent. You got the bug, we'll debug it. Hotfix. Fix something hot. Cherry pick. Recheck. Pick. Hotfix is something that you do quick when there's a quick update, fixing the error. The first thing, cherry pick. Cherry pick. Cherry pick. Taking a look. Confirm something. Hot fix. Something hot. Hot fixing repair works. Is it like cherry brandy? Did I guess it right? No, you did not. Something that you need to change in the code, move to a different platform. Cherry pick is a quick hot fix release to the bug that needs to be corrected right here, right now. When you have a special room for cherry picking, it's not a good thing to do, but if you need to, we have a special room to cherry pick. Task is a task. Assign the task. Sign. Give me a sign. this task, maybe it's delegation. Assign the task. Maybe it's more of an IT and management thing. Assign the task is to assign the task to somebody. No, it's like asana, something Indian. Something related to yoga, right? Asana, dog looking downwards, something like that, right? Asana, asana is a position in yoga. Maybe you'd need to take the position in a dialogue, probably. That is a horrible phrase, засайни task. The driver has failed. The drivers have failed. So if the drivers have failed, probably you need to help them. Yes, the drivers, they failed. Drivers are driving the machine, probably. Yes, drivers sometimes fail. You need to reinstall them. And for example, there could be a cash machine, a cashier in the restaurant, and people work with it. And of course, driver is a simple piece of software that controls the cashier, the machine. That's pretty straightforward. And the cashier machine can interoperate with, for example, the check printer. It's possible because the cashier machine addresses to the special piece of software that can work with this piece of hardware, which is the check printer, and that is the driver. When the driver fails, something went wrong. So here's another word, malarkey. Maybe that's something sparky. I don't know. Malarkey is something that gets into the wrong place, probably. My kid used to draw some malarkey when he was 5. He's still on that level. That's our IT team. I don't know what that means on the IT language. Some weird code, probably. Usually, we call it the code that is really, really weird. Baton. Baton. Pass the baton. Button. Push the button, right? Maybe that's the chain of processes that look like a piece of bread, for example. Baton. When there's a button, it's a button. You press it. Yes, that's the unit of measurement of complexity of the task. There is the task of 1 button, 3 button, 4 buttons, etc. Merge. So we take a big code and make it small, so that it occupies little space in the system. Merge, to compress, I guess. Merge, put together something. Merge, to compress, to put together. Yeah, if you want to write a piece of code, a piece of text, then we want to connect those two pieces into something correct so that it works. We call that connection merge. And merging means connecting two pieces of code into one so that they are workable. So it is a one workable piece overall. Hi everyone, my name is Zhenya Antipov. I'm the product owner for Production Efficiency branch. And today I will tell you how we improve our system of emergency reaction and what the motivation screen has to do with that. Let me explain the problem. The problem is the feedback from our clients. That feedback is not reaching our team in the restaurant. For example, a client can write the report, then it gets filtered, goes to Pyrus, then the manager sees it, solves the problem, and then decides whether to send this feedback to a particular employee in the restaurant. So, we came up a few years ago with the idea that we need to display these reviews on the motivation screen right in the restaurant. That idea stayed in a backlog for a long time due to the obvious low priority. But recently, during a hackathon, we actually developed that feature. But of course, we needed to deploy it for the entire chain. And let us see how it happened. We'll begin with the design. Our design was pretty peculiar, pretty particular. We needed to work on it, to simplify it, to make it more convenient so that it would be easy to observe the reviews on the TVs in the restaurants. Also, there was a big deal about what sort of reviews we should be displaying on screens, only positive or all of them. In our corporate chain, we've launched testing, and in the first group, we were displaying only positive reviews. In the second group, we were displaying all of them. So, during the A/B testing, we have realized that actually our clients are quite kind people, and the scores which are less than 4 actually are a very good corrective feedback for our team. So we have decided that we're going to show all of the feedback, all of the reviews, so that our team could be happy and also see some room to grow. Also, there were a few legal issues, so we needed to find out what sort of information we're actually allowed to display, what sort of personal info we can display on the screens. And thanks to our lawyers, we decided that we're going to show the number of order, the score, and the comment. So here is the result. We have cut this journey from custom review to the actual team member. Now it's almost direct path. We have facilitated the process as much as possible. Now, as soon as the client writes the report, the team in the kitchen can see it right away. The team have reacted to this innovation very positively, actually. It was a very good motivation. It helped people to boost their effort and make better product in the restaurants. Now, a few words about the future. What is the role of these motivation screens in the future? Well, we're going to launch our unified alert system. It will actually be consisting of 3 products. Our Olia, which tells in the kitchen about the new pizza, the new appetizer. There will also be the notifications bot on the Telegram. We're going to develop it very soon, and also the motivation screen. So these 3 products, which put together the unified alert system. Every single product plays a particular role in the system. Olia informs via voice about new events and products. Notifications bot on Telegram will inform about everything with text, and motivation screen will do that visually. So, out of examples, let us see the new example of notification. This is just a where notification on our screen. For example, the pizza gets the notification that the thunderstorm is coming very soon. So the manager, having seen that notification, can, for example, ask one of the couriers to come earlier, so that there would be enough couriers to deliver all of the orders even during the thunderstorm. We're also testing the alert about the overload of the delivery system. If there are more orders than the delivery guys in a given time range, then the alert arrives and tells that it's better to do the stop for a while so that we can make everything on time. And also, we're testing the positive sort of alerts. For example, the overload is over, you can get out of a stop. We have seen many times that pizza restaurants forget to get out of the stops, and therefore they're losing their revenue. But thanks to the notification, we'll be able to alert the restaurant when the overload is over, and now it's possible to receive new orders again. Therefore, I conclude. Thank you for your attention.